Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, it's Foog again. Project Drastic continues. And this will be episode 1 of Project Drastic, the first video showing actually what happened, showing the project itself in action. So without further ado, let's get on with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, video 1 of Project Drastic. Not day 1 because Project Drastic did not actually have a day 1, but this is my apartment, 55. And soon it was my apartment, because as you can see, I'm in the process of moving out. Pretty much the only things that have not really been touched yet have been the bathroom and the kitchen. Yes, welcome to my apartment and this is my neighbor, Renee. She lives downstairs.
Yep, just a neighbor.
Smacking me. This is my rig. This is pretty much where I live, to be honest. Everything else is just sort of details. Futon now being folding station, clothes, garbage. The room that I didn't really use, aside from at the very beginning, this used to be a bedroom. And then it became a stock room. It's empty now because this was all the crap I did not use or need, and I emptied it out right away. Everything in here is gone and done. The bathroom. Small, homely, decent. Oh, hi, me. So yeah, it's a little bit late for me to really start taking these videos, because after all, I'm pretty much a day or two away from being fully moved out, but it needed to happen. A video was required, at least one. I'll probably take another video once it's empty, but I wanted everybody to see. This is kind of the deal, and there actually used to be a nice little hobby station kind of thing over here. I'll show that later on. That's over at my folks' basement right now. Crap. But, yeah. Let's take a walk outside, too, because I never went outside. The porch was pretty much useless for me, aside from random nothing. Oh, great, it's drizzling. So, yeah, outside of my apartment is the woods. Actually, right out there somewhere, in general, is where my brothers Eric and Justin Cobb live. And right now they have Andrew Chin and Matt Chin, his cousin, out there with them. They'll be stopping by later on. I'll probably take some footage of them as well. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So Project Drastic, hi again me, is sort of in progress. Soon to be over, and then there will be more updates to follow. So, without further ado,
Bye.
Adieu.
Okay, so why did I say Project Drastic was soon to be over? Well, I think what I was trying to say was that Phase 1 of Project Drastic was soon to be over. But that's not the important part. Of course, naturally things continue, but as I had mentioned in that video, my brothers were soon to come and visit. And now you get to meet them, because in my next video, they're all over, already going crazy, and, well, things just got a little silly, so here you go.
Video 2 of Project Drastic. All the brothers are here, and so is Bree. We have Brother Eric, Brother Andrew, Brother Matt,
No, you were right the first
and
time.
Brother Justin.
What? Do we get a
Sorry, Bree.
video?
Yes, you are on camera.
Oh, it's a video?
Yes. This is Project Drastic video number 2. And this is Bree. She's awesome. Stop it! Okay, those are the brothers. Project Drastic. Commenced. And yes, shoot me. Just go. Just go ahead, do it. Just shoot me.
It doesn't fire anything.
Yeah, I know.
He broke it.
And I actually have made progress. Yeah, you weren't even on camera when you shot that. You know what?
I agree. What?
Yeah, progress has been made, although the distractions are extremely, yes,
Bree!
and devastating. So, that's all for now. More to follow later. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, so in all honesty, I guess I wasn't really as silly as I remembered it being, but I don't know, it felt pretty silly. So, that had happened, and that was pretty much the last video I'd gotten that day of packing up and getting ready to go. I'll show video of the actual move and having the place empty and stuff next time. But I think now would probably be a good time for some backstory. In 2008, I graduated from Penn State University out in State College, Pennsylvania. Great time, just amazing. Right after, went back home to live with my folks out here in Southborough, Massachusetts. Looked for a job for a long time. The economy was stinky back then. It was late 2008, and so it was a terrible economy. Eventually I found a job, moved out of there into a small, it was a furnished attic that I moved into, like kind of a really small place, but it was fully furnished. So it was actually kind of nice. But shortly after, I'd been in contact with my brother Corey, who you haven't met yet. Sadly, you probably never will. But that's a story for another time, I guess. Anyway, I'd gotten a call from him, and he had been laid off and needed to find some work. I was going to try to hook him up with the company I'm working for, and so things didn't entirely work out. But either way, he liked it out here, so we decided, why not move out here? So he did, with his wife and kid. And we got an apartment together to lower the rent. 8 months passed by that I was living with them, and finally we realized that things weren't really going to work out. And so before I lost a friendship that was way more valuable to me than having a cheap apartment, I left. Lived with my folks for a few weeks was all it was. I found that apartment that I was living in just there. It had been just under a year since I moved out of my folks' house the first time, and I moved into that apartment over in Milford, and it was a nice place. You know, it was good for the time. I realized I wouldn't be able to keep paying rent then. The rent was way too high, and my paychecks were actually getting smaller. In the end, I decided, alright, it's time for some drastic measures, which is where Project Drastic sort of showed up. Now, I had been planning on something like this for a long time, but it never really congealed. You know, once the lease runs up, I'll move out, and from that point on, I'll just plan on setting up a new life. Now, I've moved out of there. I'm in my folks' place now. That's the basic story up until now. What am I missing? I don't think I missed anything, really. That's Project Drastic Episode 1 for you. First 2 videos, and then next time there will be videos on the actual move. I'll show some pictures. Well, that pretty much does it, so thanks for watching my videos. Take it easy.